Hi everyone, hope you're all ready for an exciting week of maths. So this week we're going to be doing lots of adding and subtracting. But before we do that, for today we're just going to be adding one-digit numbers to two-digit numbers. Here is a two-digit number, because it's got two digits, which is like the little numbers that make up the number. And here is my one-digit number. So there are two different types of that. There's this one here, which is just, we can just add it on in our head, because there's no crossing of the next tens bar. What we mean by that is, if it's 37, it doesn't cross 40. It just stays in the 30. So it's nice and easy. So all we have to do is look at our ones. We go 7 add 2. Oh, I know 7 add 2, that makes 9. So it must be 39. And just to prove it to you, in case you weren't sure and you don't believe me, I've got 30. And then I've got 2. And as we can see, that makes less than 10 altogether. So I know I can just add them all together. But as we move on to our next sum, which is 25 add 6, it gets a little bit more complicated. And this is where we need to draw our 10 and 1 grid that we've practiced before. So again, all I do is I write 10 here, and I do 1 here, and I divide it like that, okay? And this is so I can add the number more easily. And if you want to, what I've done before is you can write the numbers you're adding down the side so you don't forget. So I've got 25 add 6 is equal to. Okay, and we can divide up our grid even more if we want to, like that, so we don't forget. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do 25. 25 has got how many tens? Correct, it's got 2, and it's got 5 ones. So there you go, I can see 25. And then here I've got 6, which is just 6 ones. There are no tens with 6, so I'm just going to draw 6 ones. And now, this is the bit where, hopefully you practiced this before, so hopefully it'll ring back to you. I can look at those ones and I can see, oh, there's more than 10. Because there are more than 10 ones, I can turn them into a 10. So we can check that. So I'm just going to get a different colour just so I can cross them out nice and easy. So there's my ones. I'm going to cross out 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see, I've got rid of 10. I can turn them into a 10. So I don't forget, I'm going to put my 10 down here. Because now I'm going to start adding up all the ones I've got. So I've got my 2 10s left. So I'm going to move those down. And I've got just that 1 left. So I can now see the answer is 31. 31. Okay, we'll just do another one just to make sure that you've got it. So let's have a look at 47 add 4. Okay, so again, I'm going to draw my 10s and 1s grid. If I want to, I can put the numbers down the side. So 47 add 4 is equal to. And if I want to again, I can divide up my grid. So I don't forget about it. Okay, let's do 47 first. 47 is made up of 4 10s and 7 1s. There it is. And again, on here, this one, I've just got 4 1s because I haven't got any 10s. I'm going to look at it, I'm going to go, I've got more than 10 ones. Because I've got more than 10 ones, what can I do? I can turn them into a 10, correct. So I'm going to cross out 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to put my 10 down here so I don't forget about it. Now I need to move all these down, so I need to draw 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to move that 1 down to there. Okay, so we can see that my answer is 51. 51. Some of these you might be able to do in your head, and if you can do them in your head, perfect. But the reason we do this is just to make it a bit easier for us to know, for us to be able to see the patterns, that when we're adding two-digit numbers, we understand why we can get rid of those 10s to turn them in, those 10 ones to turn them into a 10. So there's some questions on there for you to answer. If you're finding it really easy, there are some challenging bits. Hopefully you have some fun.